I'm back in the creative test world to iron out the ideas that I have for doing the casino that I plan on having on the server, which is what you see behind me. I'm thinking this is kind of like my first draft of the design for the sign that'll be out front. I might even make them a little taller because the B looks a little weird, but it's BF for Bosco family, which is a running joke within my friend group. Uh, So I have a bunch of observers for the lights on the back, but I kind of want it to like light up more of them. So I want to see if I can get that like alternating light pattern that you see in like the movies and stuff, where they show like really old like casinos and movie theaters and whatever, and like Las Vegas stuff. So I'm gonna try and figure that out. Okay, this was my first thought, which is alternating redstone torches and without redstone torches, but the redstone torches aren't powered enough to turn off. So I think if I do this, and then I'll need another block of room. Um, yeah, this one is that, this one's this, and this one needs another one of those. Then, no, it doesn't turn off. Ooh, okay. They both light up and they turn off at the same time. So here's that from a normal point of view, where you would normally be seeing it. Yeah, that definitely looks all kinds of wrong. Okay, I think maybe if I add a delay in here, like that. What? Oh, my brain doesn't like that. I, I don't think it's working. Yeah, there's definitely something off about this. Hmm. I guess I'll just have to try a bunch of stuff and see if I can. Wait, what? That looked. Oh, okay. I think I got it. Then if I make. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. This isn't gonna work going vertically though. Hmm. Okay. So I figured out that it's not gonna work. So this is all working fine, and I slightly changed the designs that it's like basically the same horizontally as it is vertically, or as I was trying vertically. But the problem is that these observers here are powering uh, this lamp and the ones next to it. It's like this one's powering these lamps. So what happens is these lamps, powered by the torches, and that are supposed to only be powered by the torches, aren't turning off at all. I can show it here. You can see that they just don't turn off. So we need these to be blocks, so that uh, or like to have an observer facing into a block like that, so that the so that it doesn't power the ones next to it. But if we do that, then this one turns on because the torch is powering it, and now I'm pretty sure that one won't turn off. Yeah, actually now all of them don't turn off. I know this isn't gonna work, but I think that uh, a certain new redstone block would be very helpful for this kind of thing. The copper bulb, but unfortunately, my the person running the server that I'm playing on hasn't updated it to the version that has copper bulbs, like my creative test world is. So I can't use copper bulbs yet for something like this. So I think instead what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put redstone blocks in here and just have these always powered, and then I'll power the ones in between as it spins around like that. So I guess that'll also make it really easy for me to modify this design for that, because I'll just put every other one has a redstone block behind the lamp. So this is roughly what it'll look like then with the changes. And I think I can cut this a little bit shorter there. I'm sure there are some parts that I can do something similar to, or maybe not. Okay, well, this is basically what it'll look like. I actually don't like that. That looks so short now. I'll put that back. So now that I've got the lights and the sign figured out, which is probably going to be the most attracting your attention part of the design, the next part is to figure out like a building layout, at least for the entrance. I think I'm going to start with the entrance, and then from there I can expand backwards to do whatever room I need for whatever other gambling contraptions I have in there. So this is the basic design that I've come up with. I'm thinking maybe having like a flower bed or something here too. Oops. Um, so if I can get some dirt real quick. So, just a nice little thing to bring in some color. Maybe trapdoors all around. I'm getting way too focused on the details here. And then, of course, all of that will be mirrored on the other side. But this is basically how it'll be. Casinos don't have windows, so no windows, of course. All the decoration will have to be little things like this. They're on the outside, or maybe put up like some trapdoors on the walls in some parts, something like that. Maybe in the corner have fences going up in the corner like here. So I've been thinking about the gambling part of the casino I'm building, and the more I think about it, the more I think it's not gonna work. So the idea is you pay some diamonds to get some ore, and then you use a Fortune 3 pickaxe. Should have put myself in survival. You uh use a Fortune 3 pickaxe to break the ores that you get. Whoa, okay. There we go. And then you try to get more than what you paid. So this time I got exactly what I paid. So I didn't make any profit. But I was also thinking you could do that with other ores, and then you just exchange them uh, in another location for diamonds. So for this, maybe 50 is too high. I had no idea what to put at. We'll do 15 just because that's what I got. Then you exchange it and it's like, oh, I got a diamond back for the diamonds that I paid. You know, gambling, basically. So the first part works just fine with doing the diamonds for the diamond ore, but it's the copper stuff that I'm not so sure about. It's like imagine you're someone else on the server coming in to do some gambling. So you're coming up to the casino. You're hoping to make some profit this time, and you whip out your shulker box completely full of raw copper that you got from mining underground, and you take all the diamonds from the chest. And now you've made a wonderful profit, and you leave. So that's why I'm not sure if doing uh, ores other than diamond ores are gonna work, because the exchange back into diamonds to try and get more diamonds than you put in is always gonna be open to someone just bringing in their collection of raw copper or whatever, or someone who just went mining, bringing in a bunch of raw iron or like redstone or lapis or whatever, and just exchanging those. Uh, So that is, it's always going to be open to such abuse unless I build some sort of very robust redstone system that would make it so that something like you would buy some diamond, some of the ores, some copper ore, and then the act of you buying it would like lock you in the room, and only after you bought it you would be locked in the room, and then you would also have a hopper or something, some sort of collection thing that'll open up for you to put your what do you call it? The raw from, for you to put the raw in. So that would maybe be something like, oh, yep, they do have iron doors here. So that'd be something like a room that would have an iron door at the front. You would have like a hopper somewhere, which would you would throw diamonds in the hopper to get the ore, and then and then that would trigger the door to close. There'd probably be a block that would be pushed over this, so you wouldn't be able to do it again. And then somewhere else, maybe like a block here would be pushed back, and there'd be a hopper there, and that's where you would put the raw stuff, like redstone or raw copper or whatever. And then there'd be probably some dispenser in the ground or something that would dispense the items up, and they would fly through the ground, and then boom, you'd get whatever diamonds you got from all of that. And it would maybe even, depending on the exchange rate, it would probably dispense whatever extra you had back to you, and then I guess that would just be a nice bonus that you'd be able to keep. Um, the only problem with this is you could still um you could still bring in like a shulker box of stuff and just like buy one set and then throw like a stack in there, and then get a bunch of diamonds, and then ideally it would all close up. This would open back up. The iron door would open back up again, and then you would have to buy more in order to get the door behind you to close and the exchange chute to open. Then you would buy more, that would close, the door would close, and then you would throw another stack or whatever, or as many stacks as you can fit in before it closes into there. And well, that's not exactly how it's still gonna be open to abuse. So I'm not sure exactly how I could fix that, because there's no way for me to make it so that they can't have, um, like they can't have a shulker box full of whatever the exchange is. Actually, okay, there might be one way. I'm thinking if I had like a special security system, so that would mean that there'd be like a in-between room in here, and you would have a dispenser up here and like a hopper down here, and you would have this dispense enough boats to fill up your entire inventory, and then it would be able to tell if any this would be closed up. It would be able to tell if any items are what do you call it? If any items fall through the player, basically, then then the system would be able to tell that the player has items in their inventory. So then it would, open this door back up or something and not let them in. It won't open this door. But then if all the boats are picked up, then it would open this door, and then you could go in. So That might actually work, except for the offhand. I wouldn't really have a way to check the offhand. Yes, that won't work. Okay. I think I know a way that it could work, but I think it would be more effort than it's worth. Basically, I'd just be using the same checking system, but I'd have one extra item. So you have to have your whole inventory empty, except for your armor, I guess. You can have whatever in your armor. But you have your whole inventory empty so that you could fit all the boats, and then there'd still be one more boat that would come. So at some point while that's happening, because it'd probably be a slow process, it would take like 15 seconds at least to dispense all of them. So while that's happening, there'd be a sign or something that would say that you have to put one of the boats in your offhand slot to pass. So there'd be like a sign here or something. And it's like put a boat in off offhand to prove a full inventory emptiness. Something like that. Or maybe I'd just say you need to put a boat in your offhand so you can pick them all up. So then that would make it robust enough to check your offhand by requiring you to put a boat in your offhand, meaning that if you already had something in your offhand, then it would take up an inventory slot, and then you wouldn't pick all the boats up, yada yada yada. So then, only once you have absolutely nothing in your inventory except armor, uh, and then you're completely full of boats, it would let you through, and then there would probably be somewhere around here, maybe, where you would have like a chest where you could put the boats back in or something, empty your inventory again. Because once you're in here, it doesn't matter exactly if your inventory is empty anymore or like what's in your inventory because you already know. Darn. Okay. I just realized the flaw in this now. You would need diamonds to come in here to buy stuff. So your inventory can't be empty. But if it can't be empty, then that also means you can abuse the system. Yeah, okay, never mind. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work at all. Yeah, so I'll just have to do diamonds. So I think now that I've got that figured out, I'm gonna figure out what the interior is gonna look like. And I think I'll show you guys once I'm done. Okay, I finished the interior, but before I show you that, I want to show you the system that I put together. So these are all the parts that I used. I should have prepared diamonds for this beforehand. I'll just grab some so that I can use it. So here's how it works. There's a hopper minecart right there on top of the hoppers, and they'll go in here, and then they'll get sorted out in here if they're diamonds, or they'll go into the barrel on the side if they're not. So you don't just like clog the system if you throw like 5 swords in there. Uh, so here's, oh yeah, I moved that up. Crap. Okay. Well, that's not so bad. I just need to, I had this lowered one, the floor lowered one, and then I realized that then I couldn't fit the filtering stuff out part of it, filtering non-diamonds out specifically. So then I had to raise it one more, and I forgot to raise this part too. But that should have fixed it. So, let's just get this out of my hotbar. So then the items go through here. This hopper is locked by this torch until an item goes there. Then the comparator will detect it, and then it'll unlock the hopper and let it through. And once it's detected, it'll trigger this observer, which will go into the repeater. The repeater's there so that it'll actually turn off the redstone torch because a single tick pulse from the observer is too short to turn the redstone torch off. And then when the redstone torch turns off, it lets one of these diamonds through. So we can test that right now. We throw a diamond there, and it let one diamond through. So then once you throw 5 diamonds into the system, which they'll all be filtered out here, then it will move the redstone block over, which will update this redstone, which will cause a 1-tick pulse to have this piston move this thingy-mabop, the observer. Oh wow. Move the observer next to the dropper, which will activate it, and then after all the items move back, because that torch will only stop this hopper from moving items, so all the items will move back to this hopper right away from this hopper. Then the redstone block will move back over. It will trigger this all to turn off, which will send another pulse, which will pull this observer back, which will also activate this because I'm not entirely sure, but weird redstone stuff happens with observers facing into air next to things like droppers, and I'm not sure what else does it, but droppers do it. So anyway, I can throw, that should be 3, 2 more, and it'll activate, and it should give us 2, just like that. So it works perfectly fine. The only problem is if you do something weird, like throw a stack of 5, then it'll do that, but I'm pretty sure the timer gets messed up. Wait, actually, it worked this time. Never mind. Okay, I think I remembered how I broke it last time. Last time I threw like a whole stack over there, and I got it to break. Oh, it just stole the... Okay. I threw so many diamonds that it hasn't even emptied it yet. Yeah, I guess in this way you can cheat the system and get too many ores. Or at least I think it's too many. 18 for, would we throw in like 54? 5 diamonds per... It should have been like 90 to get 18. But, well, we didn't throw that many in. So, yeah, we did get too many. I think about twice as many as we should have. I think we should have gotten around 10, 11. Not quite twice as many. But I guess that's one thing that I might need to look out for. There might be some way I can do it, like when the redstone block is pushed over here, have something that's locking this hopper so that it's not moving items into this hopper and triggering the system again. I'll have to try something. But anyway, that was mostly working until I tried to show it off. But here's the inside. I tried to do like the cabinets all lined up next to each other. The shulker box there and the shulker box here are just using, they just hold the materials that I used for it. So then the idea is you have these little rooms here where you can flick a lever to close both the doors, the iron doors, so you have privacy, so nobody can like come up to you while you're breaking your ores with fortune and steal your profits or anything. So you have complete privacy. You can also throw your diamonds into there without worrying about anyone picking them up. And then when you're ready to leave, you just come out and close the doors. I think I think there isn't a way for you to like close the doors while you're okay, never mind, there is a way. Well, I don't think that's like a big problem. But anyway, so we have those rooms, they're spaced out just far enough apart so that I can fit this whole thing underneath it. Because I don't think I'm getting this any smaller than it is. I guess I could try and do it vertically and get it smaller. And maybe I will. But right now, that's working the way it is. I'm not sure quite about this big kind of mantelpiece trophy thing up on the wall. But I'm not sure what else I could add. Maybe banners? Like I don't know what color. Maybe purple? Maybe throw some banners there or something? Yeah, I don't know about that, but I like how I did the bar. I think it looks like a bar, so that's good. And the barrels here, you can store potions and stuff in it. So then, that's like a realism thing. You have the kegs and you actually have the drink in the keg. Pretty nice. But all of these ones are just kind of for show. They're not going to be working, obviously. So that's what the inside of this is going to look like, I think. And I just have a back door here because everywhere needs a back door, especially big places like this. Back doors just make sense. So that's how it's going to look on the inside and also on the outside, mostly. I only have half of it. I don't have the flashing lights, but it's mostly done. The design is done, at least. So I think I'm gonna start gathering materials in on the actual server. I finally got the design fully working, and all I had to do was add this line of redstone coming all the way around, all of these repeaters because I can't have it connecting to that redstone. So I have this line of redstone that I added, and that's all I did, and now it's fixed so that when you put a bunch of them in at once, it won't give you too much. And I think it's fixed in the best way possible. I put in 60 diamonds, so I should be getting, what is it? It's 5 for 2, and 12, 24. So if I had put them in one at a time, or in groups of 5, then I would be getting 24. But I made it very special so that it actually shorts you out. There we go, it just stopped. I only have 16 because I broke the rules. No breaking the rules with this machine, or you'll get shorted out on your money. You'll be fined the random amount that it steals from you. Let's see. It skipped like 8 diamonds, which is 4 activations of the system, so I just lost 20 diamonds because I put in 60. So you lose about a third of your diamonds when you put in more than 5 at a time, which is perfect. I'll just reload this. So I think that really does have everything complete. So once I have the materials, I'll start building this in the world, I guess. Actually, first I need to find where to build it. That's probably more important than like getting materials and stuff for this project. If I don't have a where, I can't build it even if I have the materials. So I guess I should start looking for where to build it. So I'm here at the big server-wide map, and I'm thinking I want it somewhere in the shopping district. I was thinking over here, but I think that's we can fly over there. That's just over there. Yeah, there's a big hill over there, so I'd have to do some clearing out. So maybe that wouldn't be the best place. Although, I guess if I put it right up against the hill, that would mean I wouldn't have to worry about the backside of it. Um, Otherwise, over here, I could, but Curtis's house is there, so it's kind of almost like an alleyway over there. It almost feels separate from the shopping district in here. Whoa. Okay. John needs to light up his base. Wow. So yeah, over there almost seems, it feels separate from the shopping district to me. But it would be really easy, because that's all just plains. I think I'm going to measure out how big the building is in my test world, and then see if that'll fit in this area here. Or maybe even down here. I could have it facing that way towards the road, and have it all in there. So I think the hill goes along that shaded area there. Let's just go and check it out. Get a nice aerial view. It's just over here. Yeah, so like right in here, I think that would be enough room. I might just do it there. There's already dark oak trees there too, which is the wood that I need. So I'd even get materials while I'm clearing out the area so that it's buildable. Hmm. Yeah, I think that'll be the spot then. Do it right there. Okay. I think this will be good enough to show that somebody has something planned here, so nobody else can build stuff here. So, well, now it's on to material gathering. But that'll have to be in the next episode, because this is the end of the episode for this one. We're already past the 20 to 30 minute mark that I try to keep the episodes in. So that'll be all for episode 16 of Doorknob SMP. Uh, so I'm thinking of trying to shrink the gambling machine that I have here behind me, now in front of me. I'm thinking of trying to shrink it, see how small I can get it, while still being completely flush with the floor, so that everything can fit underneath the floor. Uh, and I'm thinking, as long as it goes well, I'll maybe do a tutorial on this channel for how to build it once I've got a better design working. So if you want to see that, then please like or comment and tell me that you want to see it, and I'll probably do it. If you liked the video, then subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Or not. One of the two. Bye.